Mourinho to Manchester United latest. Who bloody knows, to be honest. Sky Sports Italia on Friday, I think it was, saying that a deal was imminent within hours, but hours in Italy apparently means days or weeks. Then the next day, I think you've got Sky Sports in this country, unnamed sources saying no deals in place for Mourinho. To be honest, I take both with a pinch of salt. If this deal isn't done, I think we're all going to implode, because everything points to it needing to be done. Van Gaal is an absolute joke. Everywhere you look at, whether you want stats, the words that come out of his mouth, how he looks even now, everybody's just had enough of him, apart from Ed Woodward. And Mourinho is there free as the best manager available, and I think he's the best manager statistically in world football anyway. It's a deal that the best club in the world should 100% be doing. But is there any agreement in place? I don't know. I don't know whether there's an agreement in place. Maybe there isn't, and maybe Sky are right, but maybe the deal's going to be done in the next few hours. Who absolutely knows what's going to happen? I want it to happen. I'm sure you all want it to happen. It needs to happen, but does it really need to happen this week? We've got the FA Cup coming up. Maybe Van Gaal will walk away after that. Please pray. You know, who knows? He said himself that as long as I'm in place by July, does it really matter? I mean, I think we've got a few interesting... I mean, my personal hope is that the FA Cup's done, Van Gaal walks, probably won't announce Mourinho straight away, but within a few days of that, we then get Ibrahimovic because he is free, and it'd be nice to get that sort of before the Euros, but he isn't going to come if we don't get Mourinho anyway, so maybe I'm rambling a bit about that. But I'd like Mourinho to be in place as soon to the start of June as possible. Not a lot of deals are going to get done players-wise because of the Euros, and July will be busy. And to be honest, not a lot of deals get done in June anyway. Historically, it's always around July, which fits in with the Euros nicely. But it'd be nice to get Mourinho in, because then we can start to have a real idea of what sort of signings we're going to make. If we've got Van Gaal, then we're not going to, there's no point getting excited about signings. Who's going to want to play for him? You get Mourinho, we can start talking about Messi if we want to, can't we? Because we won't get Messi, but you know what I mean? And, all bets are off. We could get absolutely anybody if we get Mourinho. It's got to be done. It's got to be done. The latest, who knows what the latest is? I'm past listening to what other outlets are saying. I think you've just got to make your own mind up about it. And to be honest, you've got Ibrahimovic saying, well, I'd like to come and play for Manchester United effectively, but he's never going to play for Van Gaal. You've got Mourinho, who is free and waiting for a job. Good luck, Everton. And you've got Van Gaal, who needs to get, sacked, walk, whatever, kidnap him, throw him in the boat, whatever. He needs to go. So it's not rocket science to be optimistic that this deal can be done. But then you've always got to quantify it with the fact that our board have messed up for the last 3 years with their last 2 appointments. Who's to say we won't get rid of Van Gaal and get Tony Pulis in? You just do not know with Manchester United. But I am hopeful that they'll get this deal right. I think certainly not getting top 4 is a massive indication that we've got to make changes, and Mourinho has to be that man to do it. But get commenting below. I'm interested to know what you all think, as per usual. Do you think this deal is going to be done? And what do you think the implications are for that? I mean, who is likely to come to Manchester United? Do you think Ibrahimovic would come? Would you want Ibrahimovic? But the latest about Mourinho, people can come on and say, oh yeah, this, that and the other. I think the truth is, make your own mind up. Look at what's happening out there and make your own mind up. Doesn't mean you're going to be right, but I think rocket science, as I said, it's not rocket science. Van Gaal needs to go. Mourinho needs a job. Get it done. And I've always said, if it doesn't get done, it's because we don't want him, we snub him. Mourinho wants the job, it's obvious. Van Gaal should be gone, it's obvious. It'll be politics within the club that stop this deal being done. And whether that's right or wrong, it's why we do the United Stand, because fan opinion needs to get bigger, it needs to get louder, because the fans want Mourinho, and that should happen. We are Manchester United, we're nothing without the fans. Yes, there's people in place who own the club and earn money out of the club with their business deals, but politics shouldn't come into it. What's best for the club does. We need to move forward into the modern football world, and that the past needs to be forgotten. Not the past United way, don't think I'm saying that. We should always be about youth, entertaining football and challenging for titles. They're the 3 principles we should always rely on. But when I say about we need to forget the past and move into the modern football, Sir Alex Ferguson had a massive mistrust of agents and wanted to keep everything in-house. The modern day now, the modern football world, there's so much money about it. We need to be dealing with agents. Mourinho's agent is the best in the business, Mendes. He brings so many different opportunities of players. He's the agent to the likes of James Rodriguez, Andre Gomez, Saul Niguez, even De Gea and Martial. They're under his spell. And these Mourinho's agents. This is the modern world. This is the world we need to step into. And I think there's a fear within the board to do that. But the fans want it. We've got to do it. We've got to do it if we want to be at the top table. And Mourinho is the man. So I don't know what the latest news is. I don't think any of those people who reckon they know what the news is do either. It will come out in the wash. But I think common sense suggests this deal should be done. And if it doesn't done, how we react is going to be really important because it's got to be done. Thanks for watching. Get commenting below. Speak to you all soon.